us to do, we will appreciate it greatly. But please don't forget to visit our website, and all those who have been helping us, donating in any way, thank you so much. We appreciate you. You know, the kids that you're helping out, they really do appreciate you as well. Again, welcome to Lifeline. We are here. We're not here because we are we know it all, but we're here because we are being chosen to be a partaker, to make a difference. Again, this program is for everybody and anybody, male, female, young, old, youth. It's for everybody and anybody, and every person, culture, religion, doesn't matter. You are welcome, because we're here to inspire. We're here to make a difference. We're here to impact someone. If today's program is not for you, I'm sure there's someone out there that you can share it with that is for them. So that's what Lifeline with List is all about. We are not here because we're perfect or we know it all, but we are here because we're a community, and we're trying to, do something to help someone out there. So again, thank you so much for always tuning in every Saturday. Our topic today is something, well, I in all the talk, what we have been talking about, the topic already, show in it. But thanks to viewer, thanks to the person that want us to talk about this topic, and I don't know, what you're looking to do that you brought this topic up, but it's greatly appreciated. But today our topic is making a difference. Making a difference. I mean, I'm sure in one way or the other we have made a difference, whether we notice it or not. But there's no one in this life, either negative difference or either positive difference. Trust me, you are make a difference, but you just have not, pay attention to it. But now we want to talk about it. When we talk about making a difference, what does it mean to make a difference in the life of people around you, in your community, in your school, in your family? What difference do you need to make? How do we make a difference? Why do we need to make a difference? You see, everyone that is on this earth, both your male and female, we are here. We are put on this earth for certain purpose, and part of that purpose is making a difference. Part of that purpose why we are here is to make a difference. So what difference have you made? Have you searched your heart? And if you have not made a difference, it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, it's not too late to make a difference. It's not too late to turn it around, because we all of us human beings, it doesn't matter culture. You don't need to be studying culture. You don't need to be studying background. You don't need to be studying race to make a difference. You don't even need, even making a difference doesn't even have to be within your own race or within your own culture or within your own country. It can be out there that you are being used for. Making a difference means taking action to impact on people. You see, like I said, we are all created for one for certain purpose. Sometimes when we refuse to make difference, or we can't make a difference because we're too selfish. I'm sorry to use that word, but I want us to look like the reason why we make excuse like, oh, me, little me, what do I have to make difference? How do I make it? Why do I need to make a difference? Do you understand? That's a selfish talk. That's just me, myself, and I, self-centered talk. And that's, when you think like that, when you believe like that, you see, you cannot impact anybody, because making a difference is impact someone's life. Making a difference, changing, because sometimes the difference, the fact that you are able to make a difference in one person's life, that's one person, through making a difference in that person's life, it can change a whole household, it can change a whole community, it can help out a whole country, because that's how far it goes. So making a difference is like taking action to impact on people. To for people will see when you make a difference, they will say, wow, this is the person that got this person to that point. Because sometimes it's not even the person you're making a difference in their life that is only seeing it or is only impact. It impacts people around that person. It impacts the community that surrounds that person. It impacts the family that are in that person. It community or the whole world. You see, making a difference can help the whole. It can impact the whole world, depending on what kind of difference you are being used for. Because that's what I'm saying. What kind of purpose you are being used for? What kind of difference you are being? It can be just something small, or it can be something gigantic, something big, something unexpected, something fabulous. You see, but there's no difference that is too small. There's no action that you take that is too small, as long as it's positive action, as long as it's positive difference. Because sometimes we make difference, but it's negative difference. Because when you make difference, and at the end of the day, the person, the difference you make in their life, put them into sickness, put them into depression, put them into self-doubt, put them into lack of encouragement. That's a bad difference. And if we are not careful, if we not reflect on ourselves, if we are not watching our action or our thinking, we end up making a negative difference. We're making a negative purpose in the life of someone. So, making it, you can make difference through acts of kindness. You see, they say, in Africa, they will say that, a sweet word will bring out kola nuts from the pockets. Like, it's like, when the way your kindness sometimes goes a long way. The way you talk to people, if you're someone that's always using your tongue to lash, you're making a negative difference. If you're someone that's always believed that people cannot be good or people cannot change, you are making a negative difference. But when you are kind through your words, they say you can catch a flies with honey other than with vinegar. If you have vinegar, no flies is going to come near you. But when you have honey, a pot of honey, even a teaspoon of honey, you will see how you'll be swarmed. So making a difference, like, we can use our action, our words, through our kindness towards people, and there's some people, they're not people of many words. They don't know how to speak, or they don't even their kindness is not something that is show as soon as you see them. It's not something that you can show. But by volunteering in your community, you can make a difference. Okay, there's a food pantry that you can go to, there's a homeless shelter that you can feed people. You see, that's making a difference. Because even that one person, even if you feed the one person that day, it make a difference. Because that person, their stomach has received substance that is needed for their health. You don't know how, that can go a long way. That's making a difference. Volunteering, and then making a difference, like, giving time, giving your time, go to the library, read to the kids, help the kids that are less privileged. Those are the kind of difference you can make. It doesn't matter, because sometimes when we think about making a difference, we're thinking big thing, but if you're not meant to do big thing, if you don't even have the capacity to make a difference big, start small. Helping out in school, volunteering to help in school, volunteering at religious organization, if you are into certain things. Because every one of us, we have area that we can impact people. It's in there, because we are all human beings. We are all born with good and bad, but it's up to us which one we want to tap into, by giving resource, like advocating for people that are, that cannot advocate for themselves. Because sometimes making a difference does not have to be financial help. It doesn't have to even be, but sometimes just being there can make a difference in someone's life. Advocating for them, speaking on their behalf. When you know that this person cannot speak, or when you feel this person is being cheated, or this person is being maltreated, or this person is being bullied, you can make a difference by advocating for them. For different causes, we can make a difference. You see, there's so many organizations out there that you can be part of. Even though if you can't start your own, your own thing. If there's no courses that you can start, there's so many courses out there that you can be part of to make a difference, that you can volunteer to make a difference, that you can help to build up. Sometimes it's not always have to be you that starts the course, that starts the thing. Like Lifeline with Listeners, we are, this program is to make difference in a lot of children's life. That's why I always tell us, visit our website. So make a difference. Little things that you do. Some people, it can be financial giving that you give that will make a difference. It can be even spiritual gift that you will give, like advice that you will give that can make a difference. Or just sometimes it's just talking to someone, like, just help, talking to them in whatever situation that they are. Some people, you see them on the street, they have given up. They don't have hope. But when you speak to them, just by, giving your time, you see, that act of kindness, that's giving your time just to conversate with them, will make a difference in their life. Some people, they are on the brink of, of giving it all up to kill themselves. But if they have an encounter with you, you can make a difference. You could talk to them. You understand? So by volunteering, even our counseling people, you can make a difference, because sometimes it's just someone, they just need someone to talk to. They need someone to understand. So you can be the person that can be used to make that difference in their life. Making a difference doesn't have to be big. It can be small idea that can better someone else's life. You see, I said it doesn't have to be huge. Not all of us have the capacity to make a huge difference. Not all of us have the ability to make a difference on the whole world. But why don't you start from your house? Why don't you start from the people that are close to you? You understand? So it doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be something, gigantic. It could be something small, something, little step, little things that you do. You see someone on the street that are hungry, you cook food and you give it to them. That's the whole difference that you're making. You understand? You see kids that they don't have opportunity to go to school, but you have the ability to help them out in any way, either through school books, either through school supplies, either through paying for their school fees, because some of the school fees are not even that much. So that you can make a difference in that process side. I read a story. I don't know how true it is, but me, I like to research. I read a story about a teacher that when the student came to her and then the student wanted to write exam, but didn't have any money. But the fact that the teacher was a teacher and know what's the value of education, and she gave her last money to what? To give to the student to be able to write the exam. 20 years later, the same student now have a whole company. They, everybody went their own way. And then, and then she was looking at that 20 years after, she already helped. Now, she was looking for a job. She went into the company. You see, that's what it is to make a difference. If she did not, because sometimes I'm not saying to make a difference because of what you want to receive. Make a difference because you want to impact someone's life. Make a difference because you want someone's life to change for good. Make a difference because you want someone's life to be better than the situation that they're in. You understand? I'm sure when she did it, she didn't do it because she said, okay, when this student graduates or when the student become rich, it will come back to me. But coincidentally, sometimes when we make a difference in someone else's life, it's for our own future benefit that we don't even realize. Because you see, there's nothing that is thrown up, it's coming back down. You see, when you make a difference, when you do something for someone, it might not be the person that will give back the reward to you. It might be someone, it might even someone that do not know you in another country. You see, everything is a circle. What you put out there is what you get back. So that's why I'm telling you, when you making a difference, put a lot of things, put kindness, put joy, put love, put it out there. Make a difference in someone's life. Make someone feel good. Make someone feel better about themselves. Because sometimes even just having the ear to listen to someone is making a lot of difference that you might not realize because you're not paying attention to it, because you're not doing it for a selfish purpose. I'm not asking you to do it because you want a reward, or you want that person to be worshiping you, or you want to lord over the person. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to make a difference in someone's life, to impact someone's life, to make a change in someone's life, to help someone out there without any hidden agenda, without any secret motive. Because when you do it, when you do, even for yourself, it's a peace of mind. Even for yourself, it's rewarding enough that you're able to impact someone else. Through your time and volunteering, offer your time and skill to organization. Like I said before, I said you can go to religious organization. It can be school, it can be after school that you volunteer for. Some people are smart. It could be tutoring. You understand? So you can make a difference even by cooking, by going to, soup center to help them to feed people that are in need. So that's the skill. Some people have skills that they can volunteer. You can all have a little time. Okay, once a week, those people that want to learn how to sew, volunteer your time to help them to sew, so that they will not be out there on the street not having a job, but at least they will have a skills that they will learn. It can be doing here, it can be cooking. So volunteer, like the skills that you have been given that has been given to you, volunteer it. Use it to help someone else. Don't be a selfish person. That's what making a difference is all about. Or causes you care about, like charity, some causes that you care about, they have, people that are sick in the hospital, you care about sick children. Go to the hospital, read to the children. You understand? Those are causes that you care about, giving blood, something like that. That's because your blood might save someone's life. You see, that's making a difference. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be something big. It can start off something like, there's so many causes out there. There are so many people that are genuinely, that are trying to help other people, that are trying to make difference. Be part of that community. Volunteer. Look into that charities. Don't just be there like, if I can't start my own charity, or if I can't start my own cause, there's no reason for it. But no, volunteer. Be part of someone else's charity to help others that are in need. Mentor. Mentor. Kids. You have so many young men, so many, single moms that don't have, father to help them. Volunteer your time, mentor those boys so that they can be useful for the society. Because you don't know what impact, that you can make in those kids' life. Because they don't have a father figure, they don't have an uncle figure, they don't have a brother figure. But be that brother figure, build that father figure. I'm not saying you have to marry their mother, or you have to be in restaurant, but build that father figure. They always say in Africa that it takes a village to raise a child. You see, be that part, make a difference by being part of that village. Mentor children. There's father that they're the one raising their daughter by themselves. So if you have the time, if you have the opportunity, if you know someone like that, volunteer to help the kids so that the child would not feel like they're missing something. That's what it is like to make a difference. Guide and support others. You understand? Making a difference is part of guide and support others and sharing your knowledge. Let me tell you something. If you know something and you refuse to share it, at the end of the day, that thing that you know will die with you. That's it. But making a difference, like sharing it, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience, so help other people. The experience that you have, it can help. Sometimes, like when we experience certain things in our life, in the journey of our life, that experience can help someone else to even be better than us. And along the line, and the fact that we are the one that was used, we are the one that make the difference, we're the one that share the experience, we are rewarded as well. You see, reward come in different way, because there's nothing that you do that is free. There's nothing that you do that is forgotten. That's one thing I want you to know. It's very important for us as a human being to make a difference through our talent. You have talent, you know how to dance. Okay, start gathering kids up. Kids, there's some kids that know that they have the aspiration to want to dance, but they don't have where they can go to. Their parents don't have money. Volunteer that talent. Have the kids. Can be on a Saturday evening. Can be one day or after school. Have that kind of organization that the kids will come and they will learn how to dance different steps that they would. You can even be singing. It can be music. You have talent. You know how to play piano. You know how to play guitar. You know how to play so many instruments. But there's kids out there that they want to learn this thing, but they don't have anybody that can help them, and their parents don't have the financial help. Volunteer it. Volunteer that talent to help them. Through your talent, help make a difference. Make a difference. Some people like to sew clothes. They like to design material. Share the information. If you have a sewing machine, volunteer the time that, people can come. It can be once a week, it can be once a month, whatever works for you. Making a difference is not to inconvenience yourself. It's whatever works for you, to be able to help others, to be able to better someone's life, to be able to impact someone. Educate them. Educate other people, tutoring, about the important courses that they're doing. Because you see, one thing is like, when we make a difference in one person's life, and that person appreciates the difference that you make, they will pay it forward. They might be able to make a difference in 5 other people's life, because that's how the chain go, that's how the line go. So making a difference is very important in the life of us as a human being. He helps us to come together. He helps us to build community. He helps us to help those who are in need. If every person on this earth think that, how can I make a difference? What can I do to make a difference? Even the thoughts alone will take them further. With that, trust me, there will be less people that need help in this lifetime. There will be less people that are suffering. Because sometimes you have the power to make a difference in someone's life, to change their suffering, to change their life for better, to help them. Get involved. You see, me, I don't want problem. I don't, we trust me. There's 24 hours in a day. It's not enough. But it's out of not having enough time that you can help, that you can make a difference. Because you see, sometimes they say that when you do good for someone, it might not be you that will reap it might be your children or your children's children. That's what it's like. That's what it means to make a difference. Because you see, get involved. Don't be a selfish person. Don't say, it's not my problem, I'm good, I'm well to do. What about those who are not well to do? What about those who need your advice? What about those who need your help? What about those who need that talent that you have, that you are selfish with? So think about it. Get involved. That working and making a positive change. Working in people's life to make a positive change. It's not, you see, sometimes when we do little, that little difference that we make, it can turn into big, because it's spread. It's spread from one person to the next person to the next person. But if you are a selfish person, if you say it's not your problem, it's not your concern, you don't have to get involved. And imagine if everybody think like that, how would the world be? In what kind of world will we live in? So I want you to think about it today. Like, how can I make a difference? What do I need to make a difference? Check yourself. Because there's no one that do not have talent. I'm telling you. There's no one that do not have talent. You understand? And work on how you can make a difference. Think about how you can make a difference. Spread your kindness. Express appreciation. You understand? You can make difference by, expressing your appreciation towards others and being compassionate. Even that alone, being compassionate towards others can make a difference. You understand? So just, look at how you can make a difference. Check yourself how you can make a difference. What can you do to make a difference? Compassion towards others, daily interaction. It doesn't have to be something specific. Even being on the bus, being on the train, the compassion you show towards the elderly, the compassion you show towards women, towards the pregnant women, toward those people that are less free, or even someone walking up the stair. That the kindness that you show, that's making a difference. Because by helping that old person, by helping that person to walk up that stair, you are making a difference. You have what? To relieve them of certain burden of how am I going to get up there? On the train, how the people that you see that are in need. What kind of compassion do you show towards them? The homeless people, what kind of compassion you show towards them? That's how you make a difference. Start small. I'm not telling you to do something big. Daily things that you do, it can make a difference. And you see, it's not making a difference. I say, oh, okay, I have given money. Volunteer your time. You understand? Give people your full attention. Making a difference. It's like when you make a difference, say, I just don't want to be involved. You're not making a difference. It's like, giving people your full attention especially when people are speaking to you. Because these days we are so afraid to come out of our shell. We're so afraid to get involved. We're so afraid to leave our comfort zone. But you cannot make a difference if you have that kind of state of mind. You cannot make a difference if you are so afraid of even talking to people, of even getting involved, of even being part of something. You cannot make a difference. But when people are talking to you, either on the phone, either they call you to show their grievance or to show you or to tell you what they're going, give them your full attention. Don't be like, You see, that's what we do these days. We're so busy that our mind is in 10 places at a time. You cannot make a difference if you're that kind of a person. You cannot make a difference if nobody can hold your attention, even when they're speaking to you. In person, if you're there, be present. Because sometimes we can be somewhere, we can say, okay, we're volunteering to give food, and then we're on the line of giving food, and people are coming, so just slapping the food on their tray because you don't care. That's not it. Making a difference is showing, being there, emotionally, being there physically, being there, even mentally. Because, when people are speaking to you, communicate, like when they feel that, you understand. Because making a difference sometimes is about people feeling that you understand what they're going through. You understand their dilemma. You understand their hardship. You understand their situation. So making difference, showing that you care about what they are saying or what they are going through or what they care about. That's how we as human beings, that's how we can make difference. And once you make a difference, sometimes, in the life of a child, it goes a long way, because that child will grow up to be a better version of themselves. When you make a difference in the life of someone else, in the life of a community, that community grows. When you make a difference, you see, when you volunteer your time, you make a difference in the life of organization. That organization expands, and they're able to help people around them, are able to help others. Today, I want you to think, how can I make a difference? I want you to ask yourself, what talents can I volunteer? How can I get involved? Okay, you live in a community, nobody even know your name because you don't get involved. Then how do you want to make a difference? How do they want to see? How do you want to impact people's life? Then what is the purpose you're on this earth? What is your purpose? You see, making a difference is part of finding your purpose. Making a difference is your footprint in the life of someone that can better their life, that can positively better their life. Because when you are making negative indifference, nobody wants to be around you. Everybody wants to run away from you. Even what you say will have no meaning. So please, my brother, my sister, my father, my mother, the youth out there, make a difference in someone's life. Be part of the person that are building this world up positively. Be part of the person that are making changes to better our community, to better our organization, to better the life of our children. Because when you make a difference in the life of a child, that child becomes a great adult. It becomes adults that are confident in themselves. It becomes adults that want to make a difference in other people's life, and they're able to pay it forward. Again, thank you so much for joining Lifeline with Liz. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to share this program with your friend on all your platforms. And don't forget to make a difference in someone's life this week, this month, and today. Make a difference. And also don't forget to visit our website, www.lifelinewithliz.com. So if you have any question, please, I want to hear all your comments. I want to know what you think about today's topic, and I want your input. I want you to make a difference in Lifeline with Liz as well. Everyone that will be watching this, I want you to make a difference. I want you to impact someone today. I want your footprint. I want it to be known in your community. I want it to be known in your home, positively, not negatively. Again, thank you so much for joining Lifeline with Liz. As you know, by next week now, you're going to be in the new month. This is the prayer I want you to pray. Lord, my Creator, use me to make a difference in someone's life. Don't be a selfish person. Use me, my Creator, use me. There's a purpose you have created me. Use me to make a difference in someone's life. Because sometimes it's not all about us. It's about someone else too. So I want you to let that be your prayer that you will pray this new month, in the 10th month. We have what? Less than 2 months to, yeah, we have 3 months to the end of the year. But make a difference. It's not too late. It doesn't have to be something big. Start off small. And I know once you are doing it, you will be rewarded. Sometimes the reward that we get is not necessarily physically, but it is coming. So that's the prayer points I want you to pray in the 10th month that you're about to enter. Use me to make a difference in someone's life. Use me to impact someone's life. Today, I hope I have made a difference, and I hope I have impacted someone's life. Thank you so much for watching, for joining Lifeline with Liz. Don't forget to share our program. Don't forget to visit us on our TikTok. Check our TikTok out. Check our Facebook page out and be part of our community as well. Make a difference in our community. And don't forget to, subscribe to our YouTube, and don't forget to be part of our community. I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you. Thank you. Have a wonderful week.